my beloved constituents of Dogpatch. I could stand here and bask in the sunshine of your warm greeting forever.
Bask on your own time, Fogbound.
Yeah, get to the point.
Now, I bet you all wondering what I've been doing in Washington these last 18 years.
We didn't care, just as long as you was there and we was here.
Right. Senator, just tell him what you've done for his dad in Washington.
I done got the United States Senate to pass the Jack S. Fogbound bill.
Whoa, all right. That's great. All right, good job, Jerry.
Through my efforts, little old Dogpatch, obscure, unknown, poverty-stricken Dogpatch is gonna be world famous.
All right, great. I love being world famous.
And just what for is we gonna be famous for? What for?
You is gonna save the lifeblood of a vigorous, thriving American industry. That's what for.
Which industry's that, Senator?
My boy, a glorious young industry dedicated solely to the stimulation and relaxation so necessary to the American businessman, an industry known as Las Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Ain't that where they do all that gambling?
Yes, sir, Mammy Yoakum, and right there's your problem. You see, in a desert nearby, the governments are shooting off certain nuclear weapons of war.
Atom bombs.
That's right. And the atomic dust from them bombs is a-floating down and a-landing in them Las Vegas swimming pools and on them beautiful green crap shooting tables.
Oh, no, that poor industry.
I tell you, the dodgers are turning so black out in them spots that you can't hardly tell whether you got snake eyes or boxcars.
No!
And that green felt is turning so brown, you can't hardly tell whether your money is playing the field or coming the hard way.
No!
The colors are going out them slot machines.
No!
Yes, they is. You can't tell no more whether you got 2 cherries or 3 plums, 3 bells or 2 oranges. And when you hit the jackpot, you don't dare touch your money, for it might be radioactive. But does you think your government up there in Washington is going to stand by and let a tragedy like this happen to an American industry to which so many have given so much for so little? No, my good friends, and that's why the Jack S. Fogbound Committee has been chosen.
To find a new place to test their bombs?
That's right. Someplace we could blow off the face of the earth. Someplace that ain't ever going to be missed. In fact, the most unnecessary place in this whole USA.
Well, I'll be dog.
Me too.
And I now has the honor and privilege of announcing that after a 4-year governmental survey of all the no good, no count, unnecessary places in this whole country, you has been chosen the most unnecessary of them all. Now you all gonna be moved out of here by the United States government. And here's the fine government scientist who's gonna supervise your evacuation. Citizens, meet Dr. Agatha T. Finsdale.
All right. Howdy, Agatha. Nice you come, Doctor.
Friends, we intend to move you from Dogpatch to a, well, necessary place in our society. The first detonation will begin on Wednesday, but evacuation will start immediately. Good luck, and thank you.
That's pretty good. We're going to move out of here. Pretty good.
And so, dear constituents, as I bid you farewell, I beg of you, don't let me down.
Nope.
Just remember that your government up there in Washington is spending $1 million on one bomb to blow your homes off the face of the earth. So show your appreciation.
Don't that take the rag off the bush? Don't you? Don't that take that tassel off the horn? Yeah.
Of all the very ordinary, most unloved, unnecessary places on this search, they settled on yours. They settled on yours. As soon as you're born, they settled on yours.
His head wide open. Just 2 minutes. I does the head busting for this family. Lagoon, you crazy. You know you can't claim a gal down here unless she catches you on Sadie Hawkins Day.
You just heard the doc. They dropping the bomb on Wednesday. Sadie Hawkins at 8 till Friday. So they can't be no more Sadie Hawkins Day.
Automatically goes back to the codes of the hill.
Whereby a male desires marriage with a female of the opposite sex, he can claim his beloved if he gets the approval of her next of kin. Right, sir, does he? Right. Therefore, I claim the aforementioned ever most popular the Stacey man.
All right. Is there any other claimers?
Excuse me.
My pleasure.
Well,
claims they're a popular lady in question.
You does what?
I claims Daisy May.
For purposes of marriage?
Well, whatever he's claiming her for, I'm claiming her for. Well, sure, I means it.
All right. We have two claimants. The choice has to be decided by Daisy May's next of kin.
It's been decided. What? Daisy's already been promised. But my good friend and Daisy's closest relative, the ever sensible Romeo Scrap.
Objectionable as you.
You both objectionable. Daisy, is Romeo Scragg your kinfolk or ain't he?
Yes, but it's a side effect. It's
Once a Scragg, always a Scragg.
Romeo, is it true that you gave Daisy May to Earthquake Lagoon?
That's correct.
How could you make such a miserable decision?
Earthquake is a good man. A fine man. No. And he put love in his heart. Put faith in his country. And just put $4 in my side pocket. Evacuation of dog town.
Let me do something. Just 2 minutes. I've got something to say. Is there a government representative here? Yes. You go to bar. I'll tell you. Because you can't find anything necessary about it. Right? Correct. Well, supposing we did find something necessary. What then? Well, we certainly wouldn't bomb any community which made a necessary contribution to society. Well, then just let's get out there and find something necessary. See more City Hawkins Day. Protect the rights of our womanhood.
You just heard your fellow citizens. They want us to get out of here. And these fine young men got a right to get out of this little gas hole and to see the outside world.
But Mary, you want to see the rest of the world. You want to get sick. We want to spread out. Culture-ride. We want to broaden our horizons.
Oh, you want to broaden your horizons, do you? Well, let me tell you something. Your horizons are broad enough already, particularly yours. Do you have any idea what they got waiting for you out there? All the horrible, miserable customs.
Like what?
Like a before marriage custom called engagement.
Engagement. What's that?
That's the time that elapses between when the gal says "show you" and the preacher says "go to."
Well, how long does that engagement thing last?
Sometimes whole months.